Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Jane and Alex podcast. I am so happy to be here with you today for another English conversation lesson. How are you doing today, Alex?
Hi, Jane, and hello to all our listeners from around the world. I am doing very well, thank you. I'm feeling energetic and ready to dive into today's topic. It is a really interesting one, isn't it?
It really is, Alex. Today, we are going to talk about something that everyone feels sometimes, but maybe they don't know how to express it in English. We are talking about low confidence.
That is right, low confidence. It is that feeling when you are not sure about yourself, or when you feel shy, or maybe you doubt your own abilities. It is a very human feeling.
Exactly. I think this is such an important topic because, as language learners, our listeners often feel low confidence when speaking English. But today, we want to teach you how to talk about that feeling. We want to give you the vocabulary to describe insecurity.
Yes, being able to say, I am feeling a bit unsure, or I don't feel very confident right now, is actually a very confident thing to do. It helps you connect with other people.
So, Alex, let's start with the basics. If I am in a situation where I don't feel brave or strong, what are some simple words I can use?
Well, the most direct way is to use the word unsure. You can say, I am unsure about this. It is simple and clear. It means you do not have 100% certainty.
I am unsure. I like that. It's not too negative. It just means I don't know yet. What about if I feel a little bit scared or nervous?
Then you might use the word insecure, but be careful with this word. Insecure can mean you don't feel safe, but in a personality context, it means you don't feel confident about yourself. For example, I feel insecure about my English pronunciation.
Oh, that is a great example. I think many people feel insecure about their accent or their grammar. So saying I feel insecure is a way to admit that you are worried people might judge you.
Precisely. Another very common word is hesitant. To be hesitant means you are pausing before you do something because you are not sure. You are waiting. You are thinking twice.
Hesitant. Can you give us an example of how to use that in a sentence?
Sure. Imagine you are in a meeting at work and you have an idea, but you are afraid it is a bad idea. You might say, I was hesitant to share my opinion because I thought I was wrong.
That is a really useful word, hesitant. It describes the action of waiting because of fear. Okay, Alex, let's go a bit deeper. What about when we feel like we are not good enough? Is there a phrase for that?
Yes, there is a very famous phrase for that feeling. It is called imposter syndrome. Have you heard of that, Jane?
I have. Imposter syndrome. That is when you feel like a fake, right? Like you don't belong there?
Exactly. An imposter is someone who pretends to be someone else. So imposter syndrome is when you are actually successful or you are in a good job, but inside you feel like you don't know what you are doing. You feel like a fraud.
I think a lot of English learners feel that way. They might have a high level of English, but they still feel like they're faking it. They feel like imposters.
It is very common. You could say to a friend, I just started this new job, but I have a bad case of imposter syndrome. I feel like everyone is smarter than me.
That is a great phrase to know. It is a bit advanced, but native speakers use it all the time. Okay, let's talk about some physical feelings. When we have low confidence, our bodies react, don't they?
They certainly do. One of the most common idioms for this is butterflies in my stomach.
Oh, I love that one. Butterflies in my stomach. It sounds almost nice, like beautiful butterflies, but it actually means you are nervous, right?
Yes, it refers to that fluttery, nervous feeling in your belly. Usually we use this for things like a first date or a big presentation. You can say, I have to give a speech tomorrow and I have butterflies in my stomach.
Does it always mean low confidence, or can it mean excitement too?
That is a great question, Jane. It can mean excitement. It's that mix of fear and excitement, but it definitely shows you are not completely calm. You are feeling intense emotion.
Okay, what about if I am so nervous that I want to stop? I want to quit before I even start. Is there an idiom for that?
Yes, we call that getting cold feet, to get cold feet.
Cold feet. Like my feet are freezing?
Metaphorically, yes. Imagine you are standing at the edge of a swimming pool and the water is cold. You put your feet in and it is so cold you want to run away. Getting cold feet means you lose your courage at the last minute.
Ah, I see. So for example, if someone is getting married and on the morning of the wedding they get scared, we say, he got cold feet.
Exactly. Or in a smaller situation, I was going to sing at the karaoke bar, but I got cold feet and sat back down.
That is a perfect example of low confidence winning. We want to overcome our cold feet. Okay, Alex, let's move to some specific situations. I want to role play a little bit. Let's pretend we are at work.
Okay, let's do a work scenario. I will be your boss, and you are an employee who is feeling unsure about a project.
Great. Okay. Hi, Alex. Do you have a minute?
Sure, Jane. What is on your mind?
Well, honestly, I'm feeling a bit out of my depth with this new marketing report. I'm not sure I'm the right person to lead it.
Oh, really? Why do you feel that way?
I just feel like I lack the experience. I am doubting my ability to analyze the data correctly.
Okay, pause there. That was excellent, Jane. You used some fantastic phrases there.
I used out of my depth. Can you explain that one?
Yes, I feel out of my depth. Imagine you are in a swimming pool. If the water is deep, you cannot stand up. You might drown. So being out of your depth means the situation is too difficult for your current skills. You are overwhelmed.
It is a very honest way to ask for help. Instead of just saying, I can't do it, saying, I feel out of my depth explains why. It shows you are trying, but it is too hard.
Correct. And you also said, I am doubting my ability. The word doubt is the core of low confidence. To doubt means to question. I doubt myself. I doubt my skills.
And I also said, I lack the experience. To lack something means you don't have enough of it, right?
Yes, lack is a very useful verb and noun. You can say, I lack confidence, or there is a lack of confidence. It sounds a bit more formal and professional than saying, I don't have confidence.
Okay, let's try a different situation. Let's try a social situation, maybe a party where I don't know anyone.
Good idea. Parties can be very scary. I will be a friendly stranger, and you are the person feeling shy.
Okay, I am standing in the corner looking nervous.
Hi there, I'm Alex. I don't think we've met. Are you enjoying the party?
Oh, hi, I'm Jane. To be honest, I feel a bit awkward. I don't really know anyone here, so I'm feeling a little out of place.
I understand. It can be intimidating to walk into a room full of strangers.
Yes, I'm actually quite shy naturally. It takes me a while to come out of my shell.
Pause. Wonderful idioms again, Jane. Let's break those down.
I said I feel awkward. Awkward is such a common English word. It means uncomfortable, right? Socially uncomfortable?
Yes, awkward is that feeling when you don't know what to say or you feel like you are moving strangely. If there is a silence in a conversation, we call it an awkward silence.
And then I said I feel out of place. This is similar to out of my depth, isn't it?
Similar, but out of place is more about belonging, like a puzzle piece that doesn't fit. You feel like you don't belong in that room or that group.
And the last one was come out of my shell, like a turtle.
Exactly like a turtle. A turtle hides inside its shell for protection. When you are shy, you hide your personality. When you finally feel comfortable and start talking, you come out of your shell.
I love that image. It is very cute. So if you are a shy person, you can tell people, sorry, I am quiet right now. I am just waiting to come out of my shell.
That is a lovely way to explain it. It takes the pressure off.
Now, Alex, I want to talk about some mistakes learners make when talking about this. Sometimes I hear students say, I am boring.
Ah, yes, the classic ED versus ING mistake. This is huge for confidence.
Right. If I say I am boring, it means I have a boring personality. Other people will not like me.
Exactly. You mean to say, I am bored, feeling bored. Or in this context, maybe you mean, I am worrying that I am boring. But often, learners mix up scary and scared.
Oh, yes, I am scary.
If you say, I am scary, it means you are a monster. You frighten other people. You want to say, I am scared.
So, I am scared describes my feeling. The situation is scary describes the situation.
Correct. Another mistake is with the word shame. I hear students say, I have shame, when they mean, I am shy.
Oh, that is a big difference. Shame is a very heavy, deep feeling of guilt or doing something wrong. Shy is just a personality trait.
Yes, don't say, I have shame to speak English. That sounds very dramatic and sad. Just say, I am shy about speaking English, or I am embarrassed to speak English.
Embarrassed is a good word too. It is lighter than shame. It means your face turns red, maybe you made a small mistake.
Exactly. I felt so embarrassed when I forgot the word. That is a normal feeling of low confidence.
Let's talk about how to sound more confident, even when we are talking about low confidence. Is that possible?
Absolutely.
It is all about your tone and your delivery. If you look at the ground and mumble, I don't know, then you look very insecure.
But if I look you in the eye and say, I am not entirely sure about the answer, but I will try my best, that sounds different.
It sounds completely different. You are admitting you don't know, which is honest, but your delivery is strong. You are confident in your lack of knowledge.
That is a powerful concept, confident in your lack of knowledge. It's okay not to know everything.
It is. Another phrase to sound more professional when you are unsure is, I am having second thoughts.
Having second thoughts, does that mean I am changing my mind?
Yes, maybe you decided to do something, but now you are doubting it. Instead of saying, I am scared, I don't want to do it, you say, I am having second thoughts about this decision. It sounds thoughtful and careful.
I like that. It sounds like you are analyzing the situation, not just panicking.
Exactly. Another good one is, I am reluctant.
Reluctant. Reluctant. What does that mean?
Reluctant means you don't want to do something. You are resisting it. I am reluctant to speak in public because I get nervous. It explains your hesitation.
It is a very specific vocabulary word. It is better than just saying, I don't want to.
Yes, it shows a higher level of English.
Alex, let's do a practice conversation about speaking English specifically, because I know our listeners feel this the most.
Okay, let's pretend we are at a language exchange cafe. We are meeting for the first time to practice English.
Okay, I will be the learner who has low confidence.
And I will be the native speaker, or the advanced speaker helping you.
Great, here we go. Hi, is this seat free?
Yes, it is. Please sit down. Are you here for the English exchange?
Yes, but to be honest, I am feeling extremely nervous. My English is not very good.
Oh, don't worry at all. Your English sounds fine to me. What are you worried about?
I am just self-conscious about my accent. I feel like people won't understand me. I tend to freeze up when I have to speak fast.
I totally understand. Being self-conscious is normal, but everyone here is learning. Just take your time.
Thank you. I just need to build up my confidence. I feel a bit shaky right now.
You are doing great. Just take a deep breath. Let's start with something easy. Where are you from?
Okay, cut. That felt very real, Alex.
It did. You used the phrase self-conscious. That is a key word for today.
Self-conscious. It means you are overly aware of yourself. You think everyone is looking at you. You are conscious of yourself in a bad way.
Yes, when you are self-conscious, you cannot relax. You are constantly judging yourself.
And I also said freeze up.
Yes, to freeze up, like ice. It means your brain stops working. You open your mouth, but no words come out.
I think every language learner knows that feeling. You know the word, but you freeze up. And you said, I feel a bit shaky. That is a physical description. Your hands might be shaking. So Alex, what is the antidote? What is the cure for this low confidence? The cure is action and preparation, but also accepting the feeling. If you fight the nervousness, it gets worse. If you say, okay, I am nervous, that is fine, I will speak anyway, the nervousness often goes away. That is such good advice. Acknowledging the feeling. Using these phrases we taught today helps you acknowledge it. If you say out loud, I am feeling a bit shy today, usually the other person will say, oh, don't worry.
Exactly. People are usually kind. If you show vulnerability, they will support you.
Vulnerability. That is a big word. It means showing your weakness, right?
Yes, and surprisingly, vulnerability creates connection. If you pretend to be perfect, people might be intimidated. If you admit you are nervous, people like you more.
That is so true. I always prefer talking to people who are honest about their feelings.
Me too. So let's recap some of the key vocabulary we learned today. We have a lot of good words.
We do. We started with simple words like unsure, hesitant, and insecure.
Then we talked about idioms like butterflies in my stomach, getting cold feet, and coming out of your shell.
We discussed phrases for work like out of my depth and imposter syndrome.
And social phrases like feeling awkward, out of place, and self-conscious.
And don't forget the difference between I am boring and I am bored. Please don't say you are boring.
Yes, please remember that one.
Alex, before we finish, do you have any final words of encouragement for our listeners who might be feeling low confidence right now?
I do. I want to say to everyone listening, your English is probably much better than you think it is. We are our own worst critics. We judge ourselves harder than anyone else judges us.
That is so true.
So the next time you feel that doubt, that hesitation, just take a deep breath. Use one of the phrases we learned today. Say, I'm a little nervous, but I'm going to try. And just speak. The more you do it, the easier it gets.
Wonderful advice. Thank you, Alex. And thank you to all our listeners for tuning in. We hope this episode helps you feel a little less alone in your language learning journey.
Absolutely. Keep practicing, keep making mistakes, and keep talking.
If you enjoyed this episode, please let us know in the comments. Tell us about a time you felt butterflies in your stomach. We would love to hear your stories.
Yes, leave us a comment. We read them all.
See you next time on the Jane and Alex podcast. Bye for now.
Goodbye, everyone. Have a confident week.